have a mother and father who fought to give me health and a solid background in life. I have a wife, a companion for life, who has shown me more courage than I ever knew. People all say that I've had a bad break. But today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
That was Gary Cooper delivering his famous speech in 1942's Pride of the Yankees, directed by Sam Wood for RKO, produced by Samuel Goldwyn. But Lou Gehrig delivered that famous speech, so eloquently repeated by Mr. Cooper, due to having to leave the Yankees team because he suffered from Lou Gehrig's disease, otherwise known as ALS. Now, obviously, any disease with your name on it is probably going to kill you, but what does ALS mean today, and how can we be better aware of it? So, let's go find out on the internet. Typing, random, typing, opening tab, typing ALS, backspacing, random gibberish, opening other tab I had. Alright, so, according to the ALS Association, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis was first found in 1869 by French neurologist Jean-Martin Charcot, but it really wasn't until Lou Gehrig had the disease that it gained prominence. So, the disease itself is a progressive oh, jeez, I have to stop using big words when I'm explaining this. I can't say them. Is a progressive disease that affects the neurons, your neural system, specifically the motor neurons. Now, the motor neurons, according to what I'm reading here, from what little I'm able to really pull out of this, is that they reach from the brain to the spinal cord, and from the spinal cord to the muscles through the body. And what happens is Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS, causes them to degenerate and die. So really this just means that as people go on with the disease, they just kind of lose control of their muscles. They usually live for 3 to 5 years. Most of them die of respiratory failure. Some can have pneumonia induced. Some of them are more likely to choke on their food. So it's a very hard disease to live with because it's very slowly your body shutting down. Though I say slowly in that it's the process of your muscles just stopping to work. But, I mean, the process itself only takes about 3 to 5 years. And according to, now, the disease itself is not contagious. It only affects it's believed by the organization that only about 30,000 people in the United States happen at any one time. So out of the complete population, that's about 0.01% if you round up. Again, I'm not good at math, but I think the calculation basically works that way. And yeah, it's not contagious, and it seems to be hereditary, but it's still obviously, it's not good. I mean, that's safe to say. And as far as treating it goes, medication was created in the late 90s. Well, not the late 90s. 1995. Wait, I'm gonna get it here. 1996, actually. Rulutech became the first FDA-approved drug for this. And what Rulutech does is it just seems to kind of extend life and slow the disease. Because it really is, while I say usually 3 to 5 years is how people last with it, it's really haphazard. It affects everyone different. And again, not contagious. They believe it's probably hereditary. They have noticed mainly men get it. There's a 20% more men. Women get it too, but there is a large higher portion of men that get it. They've noticed a lot of Gulf War veterans from both the Gulf conflicts have, for some reason, been diagnosed with this. Again, if you want to know symptom-wise, diagnosing it, the site says that there's several tests, definitely. Symptoms include muscle weakness, impairment of the use of arms and legs, difficulty in projecting voice, twitching and cramping of muscles. So generally, if your muscles feel overly strange or overly weak, obviously talk to a doctor about this, because this is a very rare disease, but still, if you feel it, definitely investigate the option. This is very severe. It mainly only affects people in their 40s through their 70s and older stages of life, but some people in their 20s get it. And so as I said, there's the palliative care. They are working on new medication to go for that, and obviously this association, the ALS Association, Create a World Without ALS at www.als.org. They are working on trying to defeat it, which I believe goes mainly in about helping improve the quality of life, because it is a very strange disease. But if this money can also go to helping create more medication, which can help more people. And and definitely donate. Obviously, it's a good cause. Really, you should donate to really any cause. I was wondering myself why ALS was so prominent this summer, and I did not make the connection that it had been 75 years since Lou Gehrig delivered that big speech. So, because I thought it was really good, I'm actually going to play right now the ALS, the MLB, Major League Baseball, worked with the ALS Therapy Development Institute to make this video of the speech, and I'm going to just put that in here really quick and show that to you, and then I really hope you will donate.
For the past 2 weeks,
you have been reading about the bad break I got.
Yet today, I consider myself
I consider myself
the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
I've been in ballparks for 17 years, and I've never received anything but kindness
And encouragement from you fans.
When you look around, wouldn't you consider it privilege to associate yourself with such a fine-looking man as is standing in uniform in this ballpark today?
You have a wonderful mother-in-law.
who takes sides with you and squabbles with her own daughter. That's something.
When you have a father and a mother who work all their lives so you can have an education, and build your body, it's a blessing. When you have a wife who has been a tower of strength,
and shown more courage than you dreamed existed. That's the finest I know.
so I close in saying that I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for. Thank you.
Hi! So, I thought it'd be technically cheating to avoid the ice bucket part, but I don't have a bucket, nor do I have ice water. So, what I got here is a glass full of water from the right faucet, which is cold, and 4 ice cubes from the refrigerator. So, really tempting, really scary. Mickey seems worried, so I don't know, I think it's equivalent to what people are doing. So yeah, I'll just do this. Please remember to donate, and also look into the drought in Southern California. I go to school there, we have no water, and that's worrisome. But this is by Chicago. So I will try to wash my hair. Hopefully you guys will get a good look at it. And yeah. Alright, let's try to do this. Okay. And that's the first time I've washed my hair in years. Whew! That is cold. Anyway, sing us out, Porky!